Oh baby, there is always time to talk about Transformers. I mean, it's the perfect combination, bricks and bots. So let's do what we always do here. We'll spotlight the MOCs of the community and give you some inspiration. Here we go. We'll kick things off with the work of Mr. R03, and we have Shockwave. I've showed a lot of awesome Shockwave MOCs on this channel, but this one, it has an aesthetic that I feel is unlike any that we've seen before. The creation certainly seems to be taking some inspiration from the Bayformer movie version of the character. This guy. Yeah, the rough silhouette and even the design of the blaster arm. They look mighty similar. And then details like the greeble-rich torso with that kind of ribcage look. That's gotta be taking some ideas from this. But at the same time, the purple armor. Yeah, it does have a bit of a jagged edge to it, which looks similar. But I don't know, the source material, it has a bit more kind of like a rounded appearance to it. So if anything, I feel like this creation is a brilliant mix of Bayformer style, like this, with some hints of a G1 flair. I feel like these Technic panel pieces are more reminiscent of this. And I really dig that. I also like this face, because, I mean, when you look at it, you know, Shockwave, he's actually got quite a simple face. A black void with a light in the center, and then purple just covering it as a little box. And I guess he's got those little silver spikes too. So yeah, I appreciate that they're just using a CCBS shell to wrap up the interior of the face in purple. It's simple, but it works. And I love these little light grey spikes up the top. These flexible spike pieces appear in this color on the G2 set, the Protector of Earth. Nice thinking. And then check out this insane blaster. Nice idea to use a ton of these black CCBS armor pieces, the shin armor specifically. The way that's kind of wrapped around the blaster and how it flares up at the back, it almost looks like some sort of flower of death. Very exotic, quite gnarly too. Oh yeah, and then shout out to the lovely Invasion from Below spike piece in purple. This popped up in this color in a somewhat recent LEGO Dreams set. You'll notice it on the wings of this Raven. But I mean, how good does it look on the legs? And it probably actually looks even better on the arms. This is a great piece. You know, I think this is up there as one of the best Shockwave MOCs ever. It's just got such an incredible visual style. And from one great Transformers movie to another, this is Lockdown, and it was made by bissubmission MOC. So if you aren't familiar with the character, here's a cheeky side-by-side with the source material. Man, this is like a one-to-one recreation. bissubmission MOC, they nailed the hyper-detailed texture of his body. Even putting in hints of the red and the blue. Oh, this slaps. Clever idea to also give him that battle mask, just like we see in the real deal. If you're curious how this has been made, it's using this trans green power effect piece. If I'm not mistaken, this only appeared in trans green in this exact set. It appeared in nothing else. Yeah, surprisingly rare recolor, but oi, it's the perfect shape for the mask. And he also looks dope standing alongside his hound. The shaping on both of these characters is sensational. Great thinking to use some trans purple claws. These are the claws that appeared on the set, The Creature of Earth. Using that for the eye, there's something nice about it, especially the way it pops up against an almost entirely black MOC. It really stands out. And this MOC just gets even better, because now it's on a big old display stand and there's another hound. Oh, you know, turning your character into almost like a little diorama. That just looks extraordinary, doesn't it? This looks like one of those statues you would see at Comic-Con that's like $2,000. Why spend that much money when you can just build one yourself? And it's gonna look just as good. This is extraordinary. And so is the insane level of detail that's here. I mean, just look at this. It also appears that there is a nice amount of arm movement. I mean, hey, if it has this much detail and this much posability, I think that's a sign that you've done a very, very good job. Okay, now I'm gonna ask you to do something that I rarely ever say. Please take a look at the crotch of this character. You'll notice the use of a mutter head element. The very detailed surface of this piece, it is a perfect fit for a greebled up Transformer from the Bayverse movies. That's just a nice touch. And if you want this specifically in black, it would have appeared on Turaga Whenua. They're actually used for his feet. Mate, This is so good. What an incredible recreation of Lockdown. Over to Resnia 80, and this is a Transformer that is somewhat reminiscent to a very similar LEGO set. It's the Nissan Skyline GT3, but they've turned it into a Transformer. Okay, so disclaimer, don't believe that this is an alternate model. You cannot just buy this set and turn it into a robot simply by using the pieces that come in the set. But you could buy this or any Speed Champion set and use those pieces alongside your other pieces, the pieces you have in your collection. You can get all that stuff together and build yourself a brilliant Transformer that looks a little something like this. Because, I like this. The simple addition of including things like the stickers on the torso, or decorating it so that it looks like the front of the car. Even just embedding wheels into the arms and the legs. Just the inclusion of little stuff like that, that's all you need to sell the idea that this is a Transformer. Maybe you could do that. Go out and buy a Speed Champion set, don't build it, just open up all those pieces, get some of your own parts, and you're going to be on the right track to building something like this. Oh, now check out this blaster. I like how there's just this big empty space in the center. You really get the sense that this would charge up with some sort of electrical blast, and then it would shoot out some sort of energy burst, or something like that. It's just a cool looking weapon, isn't it? Man, this is so dope. But honestly, I think you could say the same for this entire creation. The shaping is sensational. The armor, it looks so good. All those curved slopes and other pieces that you often see in Speed Champion sets, they're present everywhere on this guy. Even just the mechanical details, it's so on point. This rocks. Now for Kasawa, and this is their sweet dark red Bionicle. Hey, here's another great example of putting some wheels onto your character, and then suddenly they instantly look like a Transformer. Look how nice that looks on the torso. But I must say, I'm a big fan of this weapon. A spiked, kind of spinning wheel, little shuriken thing. Sick. You might actually recognize this dark red wheel piece, or you might not. It is a slightly obscure part. This specifically came in a much older Star Wars set from 2005. This is the OG Arc 170 Starfighter. Great to see a Star Wars piece fitting in so well on a Bionicle. Who'd have thought? And take a look at the feet, using these silver G2 headpieces. These appear on like every G2 set. It's, what goes underneath their masks. So yeah, the very detail-rich design of this piece. Doesn't it just look awesome on a Transformer? Plus, it's great too to see a head being used in a totally different context. It works, and it works well. Oh, but this also does one of my favorite things to see. Getting a mask and using it for armor. It's for Kamametru's mask. Look how good that looks as thigh armor. I tell you what, dude, this Transformer is epic. We've seen so many good ones this episode, and we got another one coming. Finally, Kane. They bring us their own take on Megatron. And guess what? This one actually transforms. So here we have the robot mode. It's a little bit of a smaller mock, but hey, still, small mocks can still be incredible. I mean, look at this, it's incredible. And then boom, it folds up and it turns into a tank. How isn't that great? I tell you what, the tank looks good, very good. It's so common to see a Transformer where in one mode, it looks great, and then the other mode, it's just okay. Thankfully, this looks good in both versions. You don't see that every day. Heck, I just showed you a bunch of Transformers that don't even transform. The fact that this can, amazing. So there are more kind of obvious notes being taken from G1 Megatron. Well, I say that almost every new version of Megatron that comes out in this modern age is very heavily inspired by this same look. And I get it. He looks really cool. I totally understand why they do that. But it is very enjoyable to see how effectively Tom has managed to recreate this, mainly just using system pieces. I mean, the head alone, I think that's the best part. Tom, you nailed this. Really good stuff. So yeah, fam, that's a really lovely amount of Transformers. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you want to see more from the builders that I highlighted today, then please take a look at the links below. You'll find their social media right there. And if you've got a Transformer mock that you've made, or any mock, submit it to the submission email. It's on your screen right now. It's also in the description below if you want to copy and paste it, and email me your stuff. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Happy building, and bye for now.